Alright, well, now we have the second delivery, and this one is the megaminx, which is a pentagonal side, 12 sides, dodecahedron sort of puzzle, 50 total movable pieces. If I remember correctly, I got the stickerless variety. This one didn't come with all the fucking weird shit on the inside. And here's the box. Some Asian guy with a shitload of puzzles. Yeah, that's not gonna be me, I don't think. Nowhere in the near future, at least. Well, at least I got a few new things. Here's a picture of what it is. More text I can't read. You can kind of see in the box, but there's packaging there. Top, side. Ooh, you can see one side turning. Yeah, and you don't care about the bottom, neither do I. So, without further ado, open this one up. And it's a little bit smaller than I expected, but I guess that's a good thing. This wasn't some giant. Oh god, this thing looks crazy. Alright, so doesn't have sticky slippery shit on it like the last one. It moves fucking amazing for something so big and complex. Let's see, what colors do we got here? We got white, yellow, purple, green, red, blue, a lighter green, a pink, a soft yellow, a lighter blue, orange, and a gray. Man, this thing looks really crazy. And I'm not even going to try to attempt to solve it without stopping the video, because I know it would just take forever. I hear a bit of a spring noise in it, which is kind of okay. I assume that that's probably because of the type of springs they're using. What usually happens when you hear that noise is that the spring on the inside, the very tip of it, is actually hitting the bottom, and rather than having the tip bent in so that it doesn't catch on anything, it'll actually scrape against the bottom, and so it'll get caught, and so you hear a weird sound. Diane symbol or sticker on the one side. A good thing about this one is on the corner pieces it has these little ridges, which I don't know if you can see that with my potato of a camera, but yeah, it's a little bit better. Let's get it to actually focus, and it helps with being able to turn it and try and get it rather than slipping off. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video, or should I mix it first so you don't think that I'm cheating and come back with a video of it already still solved and be like, okay, so I solved it. Ah, fuck it. This one's a little bit of a bitch to move about. Let's see, there are 12 sides. A little update on the mirror cube. I'm faster with it. I found a much more reliable method of doing it. Here's that mixed up, by the way. With the mirror cube, what I found to do with it is to always solve with the thinnest layer first. And rather than doing F2Ls like you would do with your regular cube, you pretty much have to do first layer, mid layer, last layer. and the reason why is because it's very difficult to recognize what edges go with what corners, and so you really have to just do that. And the reason that you do it with the thinnest layer first is you want to have the tallest layer on top, so that whenever you're trying to orientate your corners, you can actually have a clear indication to which blocks are supposed to be, or which side of each block is supposed to be facing up, which helps a lot in cutting down your time. I get about 2 or 3 minutes with this, and the most difficult part would be, one, getting your first layer, because there's so many things to look at and try to find these individual pieces, and two, remembering some of my PLLs and OLLs from my last layer and not messing them up, because there are so many things going on with it. It's very easy to get your finger caught on an edge or corner block and really screw up your algorithms and not really be able to revert back, and so you have to either start over or start over from a prior position. But I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, give this thing a solve, and come back with it completely solved and let you know what my final thoughts are. Alright, so I have solved it once. It took me anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes to figure out how to solve, tinkering with. I did make a mistake or two here or there, but it wasn't really that difficult. It functions in a very similar manner to that of a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. And just like the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, all the way to just one layer is intuitive. All the way up to from here to here, I don't have to use any special algorithms. It's just a, how can I get this piece over here or over there in this and turn it this way and whatnot. It's easy. I mean, it really is. The only troubling part would be the last layer, where you kind of can't. In some ways, you can use regular 3x3 algorithms, but only the algorithms that don't use like bottom layers or opposite layers to the layers you're using. So if you're using a front up right algorithm, you can easily just do a front right up right algorithm. An interesting thing about it though is, if anyone knows anything about cubing, is that algorithms are by definition patterns of movement that can be repeated, and when they are repeated, they return the cube or puzzle back to the positions that it was in prior to even doing the algorithm. So if you kept doing this, if you kept doing the same movements over and over again, if it got back to the original position, it would be an algorithm. Which, what I'm doing here is probably not an algorithm at all. I'm just turning the right face and the top face, and it might work. It might take a very long time. Who knows? Not me. But but as I was saying, algorithms by definition are repeatable patterns. So when it comes to the top layer, you can actually do it in a way that damages the I guess you could say integrity of the solve on the rest of the cube in order to get very minor things done, like just orientating your last your last layer of corners, turning them to make them face the right way and whatnot, can actually be done by ruining the cube, or what would look like ruining the cube. But what you're doing is you're making one thing turn, and then you're putting the next one in a position to make it turn by using the same algorithm. And when you come down to the third one, you do it one more time to turn that last corner, and it turns the corner, and because you kept doing the same algorithm over and over again, it actually fix everything back, and it's like magic. But yeah, it's a really good cube. Like my mirror cube, I would recommend it. Again, it moves pretty smoothly. It's probably even a little bit more recognizable of what you have to do with this. Like I said, this one it can be a little bit tricky of going, okay, does that fit there or does that fit there? And you'll probably do algorithms that will be like wrong, like putting the wrong thing in because it looks like it's there. It's supposed to go there, but really it's just tricking you. But yeah, anyways, good cube. Buy it if you are interested in trying something different. And yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. Later.